whole-genome sequencing could help to expand the use of current anti-cancer drugs outside their registered indications. A Dutch multi-drug and multi-tumour clinical trial shows that this approach is feasible. Richard Marais from the Cancer Research UK Manchester Institute comments on the first results from the drug rediscovery protocol.
You can now start to treat patients who previously didn't have an opportunity with a drug that's existing and which you know works in other patients. The implications of this are enormous because it allows us to understand what is driving a cancer and then treat what is driving the cancer rather than just treating the cancer because it happens to come from a particular organism. The problem when you start sequencing patients and treating them genomically with genomic targeted therapies is you need a lot of patients. And the way the Dutch have solved this is by drawing together 40 cancer centres and then having a national effort on this. And I think that's brilliant because it gives you the power and the numbers, but it also means that nationally you're now offering this to all patients. I think that there are real financial benefits, potentially real financial benefits for taking this approach. First, it means that patients can be treated now, and so you're not giving patients expensive drugs that are potentially not going to work into them. So I think that it allows you to much more cleverly stratify your patients for treatment. But more importantly, it has real advantages for the patient because it means that they're not going to be treated with unnecessary therapies, but also the therapies that they are treated with are more likely to work. I think the challenge for healthcare systems is that it needs upfront investment. You need to invest money to get this to work so that you can start saving money. And so I think here there's a real opportunity to do that.
Two options of combination therapy are now available for patients with high-risk prostate cancer, as a new analysis from the STAMPEDE trial confirms. Richard Cathomas from Kantonsspital Graubünden explains that they are equally effective.
The STAMPEDE trial includes patients that have prostate cancer that is castration naive. So these patients are going to be treated with androgen deprivation, and the trial wanted to find out whether additional treatments might improve overall survival, essentially. It's a multi-arm trial. It's been going on for over 10 years now, and it has included over 9,000 patients. So it's a very large trial. It also is a multi-stage trial. That means it includes patients with metastatic disease and patients with locally advanced prostate cancer. Now, STAMPEDE has shown many results already. They showed the results for adding abiraterone to androgen deprivation, providing a very substantial overall survival benefit. And earlier they showed that docetaxel provides also overall survival benefit. Now today we have seen results that compare these two strategies, so using androgen deprivation plus docetaxel or plus abiraterone. And this is very new. It's the first time that we see comparative results for these two options. Androgen deprivation therapy is the backbone of all of our treatments. So that means we will still use androgen deprivation for all these patients. This is the basis of all what we do. The question is whether we add in docetaxel for 6 cycles or whether we add in abiraterone until the patient has progressive disease. Because we have seen that for both strategies we have overall survival benefits. So androgen deprivation remains the backbone of our treatment. And there are different factors that might limit the use. First of all, the patient needs to be fit to tolerate either the chemotherapy with docetaxel or treatment with the testosterone blocking agent abiraterone. So certainly the patient needs to have good liver function. He needs to be in fairly good general condition. This is the first point. And the second point is that abiraterone is not available everywhere for use in patients with castration-naive metastatic disease. So this might certainly limit the use of abiraterone at this very moment.